Hello and welcome to a brand new series here on YouTube. This is Football Manager 21 and we're ready for the Mariners Massive in partnership with A-League FC. Why are we doing this series? Well, I lead a fundamentally empty existence and the only way I can comfort myself with this unending misery is to reshape the world in my own image, and you're coming along with me. The second reason is that I need a brand new microphone. And by pairing up with A-League FC, they have to buy it for me. Which admittedly they can write off as a business expense, but that's not really the point, is it? Central Coast Mariners have been on a bad run as of late, there's no getting around it, ending bottom of the A-League ladder in 4 of the last 5 seasons. My goal is simple, to make Marvin proud and to bring finals football back to Gosford. That brings us to the admin. We may as well get this out of the way right at the start. The A-League is a closed league, like Major League Soccer, so no promotion or relegation. Similar to Scotland, there's a split late in the season, with the top 6 contesting the Championship, the golden toilet seat. The league winners are the Premiers, earning the Premier's plate. This save has 4 leagues loaded. Australia, India, where plenty of A-League players have found themselves moving to in the off-season, and then the USA and Canada for my own entertainment. The initial transfer window is disabled as a hardcore football manager. There's no in-game editing allowed, and if you want my database before Sports Interactive release their January update, just get in touch in the comments and I'll shoot an email over. The format will be videos released weekly on a Thursday containing the live fixture, and on Sunday we'll have the A-League rundown. That'll be covering any games played off camera along with all the other results and events or transfers involving your favourite A-League club. Along the way we'll look at tactics, potential new signings, different aspects like training, dynamics and the medical centre. But we begin our season against Western Sydney Wanderers. So they've had quite an upheaval over the off-season, bringing in new manager Carl Robinson from Newcastle Jets. They're not bitter about that at all. They've also brought in some experienced A-League players, the likes of Ziggy Gordon from ourselves, the Mariners, James Troisi from Adelaide United and Bernie Abini from Newcastle Jets. Let's just have a quick look at the pre-season results. As you can see, overwhelmingly positive. Plenty of wins. So wins in this screen are represented by the green circles. There you go. We've had big wins over the likes of Macarthur Rams, Sydney FC, Sydney Olympic FC, and we had a clean sheet against the Bonnyrigg White Eagles and Blacktown City FC. A draw against Marconi Stallions, not brilliant, and then Tommy Orr put us to the sword really for Macarthur. 2 goals in the first half, really dominated proceedings against the new A-League side. We have had plenty of preview for the season. It's always good to look at the odds right at the start because that sort of gives you an indication of what to expect. In terms of the top goal scorer in the A-League, Matt Derbyshire for McCarthy is top of the shops, followed by Jamie McLaren, who I think is the favourite as far as we're concerned. Bruno Fornaroli, Suzeta there for MacArthur, Bessart Barisha, always rely on big game Bessart, and then Thomas Henned over at the Knicks is a new arrival, basically replacing Gary Hooper. Bit of an international flavour to this one, which funnily enough for the top player odds, it's pretty much dominated by Europe and in particular Spain. Not only is Suzeta on there for MacArthur, now he was last season at Melbourne City, really did well actually. Victor Sanchez, new signing for Western United. Nikolai Muller, still with Western Sydney Wanderers. Bernat for MacArthur. Diego Castro, the old Diego for Perth Glory. And then we've got Javi Lopez for Adelaide United. Last season, of course, it was Alessandro Diamante, and not even listed in the top 6 this time. In terms of the young player odds, the Australian Football Informer, is that a real paper? You tell me. Joel King is odds on at 5-1 for Sydney FC. And then we've got, obviously, Al Hassan Toure, Adelaide. They've got some really good youngsters. Very excited to see Adelaide play this season. Josh Cavallo over at Western United. Then Harry van der Sar. Will he get a game this year? Didn't get much football last time out. Connor Metcalf for Melbourne City. Feels like he's not a young player anymore. Perhaps he just qualifies for the age. And then Dane Ingram for Perth Glory. Last season, it was Riley McGree. We have appointed some key staff, but we're going to get our game underway. Why not? Who knows how it's going to go? So there's already a suggestion to change the team. Yeah, we're not really going to do that. And on the left there, we can see the expected tactics for our opposition with Bruce Kamau on the wing, Troisi on the left. Didn't expect that. And Bernie Abini as a target man in the middle. Quite a solid defence, I'd say, with Georgievski, McGowan, Ziegler and Gordon. So this is actually going to be quite a tough test, I would suggest. But we are playing at the beautiful Central Coast Stadium, which I refer to as Gosford Park, and I'm not sure anybody else does. There are plenty of rules, obviously, it being the A-League, about what contracts players are on and who qualifies for the matchday squad. I think we're okay there. Fairly sure we are. In terms of our lineup, in goal, of course, Mark Birighitti, one of the best goalkeepers in the A-League. Lewis Miller, young lad at right back. Tongic and Rowles in defence roles. Why not? They will need replacing at some point this season, if I'm honest. Stefan Negro, new signing, playing at left back. Then you've got Jankovic, Bozanic playing our central midfielders. Janota, Urena and De Silva in the attacking midfield. And then Matty Simon, club captain, playing up front. 7 players need new squad numbers. So let's throw in some auto numbers. Matt Simon likes the number 9. Why would Matt Simon need a new squad number? He was here last season. Yeah, there are plenty of changes in for the last match because that was a pre-season friendly, which technically I wasn't in charge of. We have appointed some key staff. We've kept hold of Alan Stadgic. Now, this was a big thing for me because I didn't want to lose Stadge. Fairly sure that he would have been appointed as the Newcastle Jets boss. Didn't want that to happen. Quite pleased with old Stadge. So he's stayed on at the club as a director of football. I think that's been quite key. So he's going to help bring in players once the mid-season transfer window opens. I mean, you've already seen there that we need to have a really good look at the defence because we're just not going to keep clean sheets. And it's going to be more about whether we score goals at the other end. My new assistant manager, quite proud of this, is Big John Aloisi. So previously manager of Brisbane Roar, most recently. He's come on board as an assistant. Fairly sure he's looking to get poached for something else. And we've got Tim Cahill now working with our under-23s. There you go. Surrounding myself with international experience. Only 6 players on the bench for Western Sydney. Okay. On our bench, I should say, we've got the likes of Alu Kual. Go on, lads. Show us what we can do. Yeah, no reaction whatsoever. We're now going to go into the tunnel where I'm going to be bothered by some member of the press. Matt Ryan. Ironic. Okay. It's a very special day today, obviously. Preparation. What do I expect? I expect to be quite good this season, to be honest. If they're not in the top 4, I'd be shocked. I don't really have an opinion on this one, to be honest. I do feel suitably prepared. Absolutely. And here we go. Look at that. Sports Interactive TV. Lovely. Apparently we have a 3D model that's not being used. So let's go into our settings. We're going to go TV, I think. Match speed. Come on, guys. Studio and text only highlights. Get faster that. And replay camera. I like one behind the goal, to be honest. Let's see if that does anything for us. At the start of the game, I do like to give a bit of a shout, just to G up the boys, keep them going. I do enjoy moments that just completely go beyond what was expected. Although we have had a shot. Fantastic. Look at that. It is quite an ambitious formation. People in the know there will notice the massive gap between our attacking midfield and our central midfield. That is a bit of a worry, especially as Western Sydney seem to be on the attack at the moment. Daniel Margush in their goal. I think he's a danger. Ideally, I think Carl Robinson would like to replace him with somebody with a bit more experience. I mean, whether Janjetovic gets back in the side, as it appears to be going out for a free kick. Dorrans with the effort. And it's a good save by Mark Birighitti. Big booming throw out there. Urina now on the ball. He's going to go wide to Miller. Let's get that cross in, young lad. And it's Matt Simon with the crossbar. Good effort by him. You know what? I think we're going to go director. Let's get a bit further in on this. Not seeing the corner. That's never a good sign. Never a good sign. We've had 4 shots though now. This is a little bit more competitive than I thought it would be. I sort of expected Western Sydney to be leading by now. That's what normally happens. But we're doing well. Passes completed. We've had a lot of possession. This is good stuff. Then again, I could be wrong. Dorrans on the ball. Ziegler forced to go over the top. Birigitti's going to put his cap on that, isn't he? Good goalkeeper. Really like him. He's going to be crucial. Here's Matt Simon through. And Matt Simon scores. The assist coming from the goalkeeper. It's not something you see a lot of these days, is it? But look at that. Attacking intent straight away. Simon through on goal. Makes no mistake. Good finish. Not a chance for Margush to get anywhere near that one. Great play from Matty Simon. Normally, of course, guilty of putting in a few crunching tackles straight out of his own textbook, but not on this occasion, as Miller picks up the ball here. That's the ball over the top. Bit aimless though. You have to work on that. That's another one that goes through to the goalkeeper. Easy pickings for him. 24 minutes on the clock. As again another long ball goes over. Simon on the ball. Back into Miller. Really need somebody offering the wide option, which Janota does. Miller with the cross now. And there it is. Daniel De Silva with a second goal. Mariners are 2 up. Second goal for the team, obviously. First goal for him. But it's a great cross here from Janota. Sorry, from Miller. Passed back by Janota. Giving somebody credit there that didn't deserve it. Shocking there. I'm not sure about that TV camera. That seems a bit of poor positioning. As all of a sudden, Central Coast Mariners are in first position. Not sure I expected this one. We are playing a formation, a system called Charlie Ball, which is the 4-2-3-1. As Urena now puts the cross in. Bacchus has to make the clearance up to Kai Rolls. It's going to just come back in, isn't it? We're going to go wide, lads. We are going to go wide. Miller with another ball in. This time it's cleared by the Western Sydney defence, but they are being penned back in here. Jankovic now forward. Nothing doing there, but it's coming back to us. Simon, oh, he drew the goalkeeper out there, did you see that? And it's inside, and it's De Silva with a second. This doesn't normally happen. 3 goals up, Matt Simon, look at Mark Gush, he's out in no man's land. He's not back on his line properly. And there you go, back post. Bozanic involved, De Silva with the tight volley, the volley from the tight angle, but it was a tight volley as well, as Max Burgess puts Western United up. Things that won't happen this season at the GMHBA is Western United going 1-0 up against Sydney FC through Max Burgess. Not on your life. He's more likely to be scoring for the opposition, quite frankly. But that's 2 goals for De Silva, 1 for Matt Simon, and Ziegler is having to be replaced. He's got an injury. Oh, unfortunate for him. Can we see who's replaced him? No, because we're on the attack again. Janota forward. Oh, it's not a good ball in field. See if you can do any better now. Oh, he's earned a corner. So we have been working on corners in training. Here we go. Bozanic with the delivery. And it's going to go near post. And there's Matt Simon. I mean, that's straight off the training ground, that one. Near post delivery. Matt Simon there to head it home. His second goal of the season. The Mariners are 4-0 up. I'm going to turn off the video now. I think we should just end here. We've done pretty well. Amazingly well. Our XG is only 0.79. 5 shots on target, 4 goals. Are the Central Coast Mariners not as bad as I've been told, or that I have witnessed myself? As now Bozanic with the delivery. It's 5. Did you run a straight offside? Oh, don't know. VAR's checking, everybody. Hang on a minute. The referee is... Oh, it's disallowed. No, come on. What? That's not a line. Come on. We could have been 5-0 up. Can you imagine if Central Coast Mariners are 5-0 up at any point this season? Have they been 5-0 up any time? Ever? Well, probably ever. I feel like I'm being mean. Marvin is not going to be happy with that one. As Miller picks up the ball in our own defence here. Jankovic inside to Bozanic. Really good signing him as well. Ball through to Matt Simon. Oh, that was a chance for the hat-trick. Didn't take it. Good save by Margush. I think old Matty was celebrating his goal there. As Margush has to tip the ball over. Another good effort. Bozanic with the delivery. Are we going Matt Simon again? We are going near post, but this time Margush gets 2 good hands on the ball. And it's half time, and it's 4-0. Anybody else see that one coming? Nope, me neither. So the one thing that I didn't check, actually, that I should have done, was to see who replaced Patrick Ziegler when he went off. Very pleased with the lads. Look at that. All pretty happy there, aren't they? So as soon as we get a moment, in fact, we do our usual encourage shout. Yeah, boys. As if they need it. Ziggy Gordon must be wondering what's hit him. He's conceded 4 goals. I mean, that is what he did all last season, but I don't think he expected to do that for Western Sydney. As Miller with another great cross in, Bozanic with the effort, blocked this time. Just while we get a moment then, let's just have a quick look at the old Western Sydney Wanderers formation. They brought on Wilmering to replace him. Have I ever heard of him before? Probably not. I just think they're playing the wrong formation. Carl Robinson is not going to play this formation this season with Western Sydney Wanderers. It's just not going to happen. He's probably going to play 3 at the back now that they've signed Ziggy Gordon. That'll be interesting to see. Going to be honest with you, I'm not very good at commentating when things are going overwhelmingly positively. I sort of set myself up for misery and then go from there. But you see, couldn't last, could it? Western Sydney Wanderers, they were on the attack, gone all the way back to their own goalkeeper, and now they're getting the ball down, finally. But it's a good bit of pressure from us here, as there's a good save by Mark Birighitti. That's the type of save he's always making. Bruce Kamau with the corner, and it's cleared back to the taker. They are trying to float their crosses in. McGowan's not going to have a strike, is he? Neither is Georgievski. Yeah, straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Let's take it easy here. We're about to approach the hour mark, which is traditional in football, for a few substitutions. Let's see if we can do that. Not quite sure who I'd bring off, though. Probably Urena. He doesn't seem to have played very well. By the way, if I am butchering these names, do tell me how to pronounce them. Perfectly happy with that. I am not a paid commentator, so I won't be doing any research. As Birighitti with another great save, low down. Well played. If he's not the best goalkeeper in the division, I don't know who is. And ironically, I did notice that Andrew Redmayne was named Goalkeeper of the Year last season. Wasn't in Team of the Year though. That distinction went to Jamie Young. So, there you go. For Harmony, I think the A-League FC choice was Birighitti, because he was badly let down by his defence last year. Ruiz Diaz is on the bench. Let's bring him on. And possibly for Negro, let's bring on Jack Clisby. Solid if unspectacular is how I would describe Jack Clisby. You may have your own words, feel free to insert them at this moment. I do like to save a substitution just up my sleeve, just for later on, as we get another Wanderers corner. This one floated in right to the back post. There's Birighitti, and he had the opportunity then to release quickly. Didn't. I think that's put the Wanderers back in the box seat here. The box seat, the pound seat. One of the two? Sure. As we're popping it around here, unlike every other Central Mariners team that I've ever seen, certainly in the last few years. Although I do have to say, I thought Mike Mulvey was very unlucky to be sacked. Here we go. Oh, it's a block tackle on Simon. He's gearing up for that hat-trick. He wants it. I'm not taking him off. No way is he coming off. Staying right on that pitch until he gets it. As De Silva, he was offside, wasn't he? Come on, boys, concentrate. I feel like that's a shout that I can make, actually. It used to be. I think now it's focus. Let's just tell him to focus. As Bozanic plays the ball in, it's going to be recycled by Tongic. Not really the player that you want out there, but he's got a decent cross in. Can we get a shot off here? No, it goes wide to Bozanic again. Good cross in, deflects wide. Good effort. Building some good play here. Players getting a bit frustrated, a bit complacent maybe. We don't like to see that, do we? Especially in a young lad like Lewis Miller. No need for that. Margush with the goal kick here. It's a header won by Western Sydney, but into a bit of an open space. Could have grazed cattle over there. Yanota now, he's on the run. Oh, he's stopped though, isn't he? And now Cox must be on as a substitute for Abini, I would suggest. Bruce Kamau picks it up on the right. And it's going to be cleared by De Silva. Good play, sensible. Out of the danger, put it out for a throw-in and then reform, ready for reorganise for the attack. Bozanic with another big delivery. Back post now. Ruiz Diaz earns the corner. 4-0. Bozanic with another delivery, and it is the hat-trick for Matt Simon. Fantastic. A opening day hat-trick. I don't know how many hat-tricks he's ever scored. I was going to bring him off, but it looks like Daniel De Silva is struggling a little bit. So I might bring him off. And in fact, we have a young lad on the bench, Lewis Curie. probably it would be him that would come on, even though he's not really suited to that role, to be fair. I would have liked to bring on young Kuhl for Matt Simon, but having seen that and seen his fitness, had to change there on the fly. That's what it's like when you're a football manager. You win by 5-0 and then chill out with your subs on the bench on those plastic chairs this season, hopefully. Strangely, this happened in my other series. So I have one other series on YouTube, Sunday League to Legend, which is where I'm taking my own Sunday League team that I played for as a youth player as far up the leagues as possible. We actually won 5-0 on the opening day there as well. That was against Garstang. Slightly different circumstances than an international TV audience. I think there was about 6 people that turned up for that one over at the Riverside. But here we are beating Western Sydney Wanderers, who signed Carl Robinson and a host of players, very good players, this summer. Ibini is still on the pitch. They've just moved him back slightly. Interesting. Gordon with the cross, but it's cleared by Miller. Good clearance. And who else is going to get on the end of it but Matty Simon? Now you've got the young lad, and it's a shot by Bazanik, but the goalkeeper well up to it as we stroll into half-time here. Birigitti's going to take a goal kick. This should tick the seconds away. And there we are. Game over. Central Coast Mariners win by 5-0. If you can sense the surprise in my voice, it's genuine, believe me. So, well done, everybody. Not really much that we can add to that, is there? I am very pleased with the result of the performance. Yeah. Let's outstretched arms. Let's go outstretched arms. So this season, one of the things that has changed in Football Manager is the fact that you can do different actions while giving team talks. But yeah, interesting one there. So as we await the media reaction, find out how all that went on Sunday when we have a look at the A-League roundup. And we'll have a look at all the other results and indeed the outcome from this very interview with Michael Rogers. Lovely. So yeah, I'll see you on Sunday for the rundown where we'll have a look at all the other results. As we've seen already, Max Burgess put Western United ahead against Sydney. Whether that was something that they could hold on to, we will find out then. So the style for rundown will be a little bit different. Basically, I'm just going to have a look at each team, their results, their recent incidents, events, things that have happened. But because we're doing this sort of week to week and we're only doing a 1-season run here, it should be a little bit interesting to see how each team is doing. And then we'll just finish off with a look at the league table, and that'll be the rundown. See how that goes. It might go badly and we can it in the end, but for now I'm quite pleased with a 5-0 win against Western Sydney Wanderers. Not sure anybody else will be able to say that this season in the very real life A-League. Apologies for the length of this video, it has been the opener, so it kind of does happen. But I'll see you on Sunday for the rundown.